In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front strut assemblies on this Ford Escape. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the lug nuts, use a 19mm socket. And remove the wheel. Take the sway bar link nut off. I'm just going to use some locking pliers on the back side. Just tighten those up a little bit, just to keep the stud from spinning. Using a 14mm socket, take the nut off. Remove the locking pliers. Take this bracket off here, slide that off. And you want to follow the wire down. Take that off that little retainer right there. And then down we're going to disconnect the ABS or wheel speed sensor. Disconnect the connector, just push down on the tab. Slide the connector out. You just push down on that tab right there. And you can set that wire to the side. Remove this bolt for the bracket for the brake hose. Use an 8mm socket. Slide the hose off. And using an 18mm socket, we're going to take the two caliper bracket bolts out. There's two bolts. I'm going to take the caliper off using a brake caliper hanger. Just going to hang it from the bracket back here. Just make sure there's no tension on the brake hose and it's out of the way. Now we'll pull the rotor off. If it's stuck, you want to just hammer in those locations. Just be careful of the studs. Just slide it off. Remove the axle nut. Use a 32mm socket. Make sure the axle is separated from the hub. If you need to, you can use a punch and just hit it with a hammer. Try to get that to break free. Using a 15mm socket, take the tie rod nut off. Now we're going to separate the tie rod from the knuckle. There's different front end tools that you can use. And just separate that. And pop that off. Remove the lower ball joint nut and bolt. I'm going to use a 15mm wrench on the bolt. 18mm socket. Take that nut off, slide that bolt out. If you have to, use a hammer and a punch, get that out. Now I'm just going to grab the lower control arm, slide that down. And we can pull the axle out as well. Just set that to the side. I'm going to remove this bolt, use a 15mm socket. Take that out. The knuckle should not fall. It shouldn't just fall from the strut. You can try taking a rubber mallet and tapping the knuckle down, trying to get that separated from the strut. They also have these sockets. It looks like an oval to go in behind where the bolt was. And we're just going to twist it. It's going to open that up. I can pull that off. The socket stays right there. And you can tap it down. And there it goes. It's starting to separate. Just be careful. You don't want to drop it on your feet. That slides right off. Take the wiper arms off. Just use a pick. We'll take this little cover off on the side. Just get underneath there, pop that cover off. Using a 15mm socket, take this nut off. Grab the arm, You just want to rock it back and forth, get it to separate. Slide that off out of the way. Do the same on the other side. Now we're going to take these clips off. Just use a pick, get underneath the clip. These ones over here have like an extra clip. Get underneath there, pop those out. And grab this cowl and just lift up. There you go. It's just clipped in underneath. Those clips just push down. Using a T25 socket, we're going to take these two screws out. And that's just going to sit right there. Using a 8mm socket, take these screws out. That's loose, then do the same on the other side. Now grab this panel, and it pulls right out. Using a 13mm socket, we're going to loosen these bolts up. Before we take the last one out, we want to hold the strut assembly so it doesn't fall. And here's the last one. I'm just going to grab the spring underneath. And pull the spring out. Slide the new strut assembly in place. Make sure you have one of the bolts in your hand and get that started. And we're not going to tighten it all the way, just have it fairly loose. And you can let go of the spring and strut assembly, get the other bolts started. All right, so those have just a couple threads on, and we'll leave it like that. We're going to torque that at the end. Now I'll just twist the strut. Now I'll just slide this in place. If you don't have the tool, then just try to spread that apart a little bit. Get that little tab lined up with that slot. Just go all the way up. Then we'll take the tool out. That locked in place. Take the bolt, get that started. Now we're just going to snug this down now. We're going to have to torque this once the rest of the suspension is back together. Just snug it up. Now slide the axle into the hub. I'd have to twist it a little bit. Get that started. All right, that's good. Pull the control arm down. Get the ball joint lined up. That's in place. If you have to, you can give it a tap with a hammer. Take the bolt, slide it through. If you have to, give it a tap. Put the nut on. And we'll just tighten this down and twist it, make it easier. There we go. Before we torque this, we're going to reattach the tie rod. Slide the tie rod into the knuckle. Put the nut on. Tighten this down. We're going to torque this nut to 35 foot-pounds. That's good. All Now we're going to torque the lower ball joint bolt to 61 foot-pounds. That's good. We're going to torque this lower shock bolt to 59 foot-pounds. And then you're going to go an additional 180 degrees. If you don't have a torque angle meter, you can just mark the socket with a crayon and then just go 180 degrees. All right, that's good. Put the axle nut on. Snug that down. Just going to loosen it slightly. Then we're going to torque it. I'm just going to take a pry bar, go in between the studs so the hub doesn't spin. And we'll torque the nut to 59 foot-pounds. That's good. Then you want to go an additional 90 degrees. If you don't have a torque angle meter, take a crayon and just mark out 90 degrees and just tighten it to get to that line. That's good. Now connect the connector for the wheel speed sensor. Take the rotor, slide that over the hub. Take the brake caliper, take the hanger off, slide that over the rotor. Take the bolts, get the bolts started. Now we'll torque those to 129 foot-pounds. I'm going to take the hose, line the bracket up, get the bolt started, and snug that down. That's good. Make sure this bracket is in place. Take the sway bar link, slide it through, take the nut, get that started. I'm going to use a 17mm wrench on the back to prevent the stud from spinning. I'll tighten the nut down and torque this nut to 46 foot-pounds. That's good. Take that off. We're going to tighten these bolts down. Now we'll torque these to 26 foot-pounds. I'll take the shield, line it up. That's good. And take these bolts, get those started. We can tighten those down. Snug, that's good. Do the same on this side. Snug that down. And put these two screws in. Hold the reservoir up. Get that lined up. Tighten those down. Good. And take this panel, slide it in place. That's good. Put these clips in. I'll put the wiper arms on. Make sure they're in the same place on the windshield. when you took them off. Put the nuts on. Tighten those down. Then you put the cap on. Do the same on the other side. Snug those down. Put the cap on. Now install the wheel. Put the lug nuts on. Tighten those down. Now we'll torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.